A teenager allegedly killed his parents in a plot to assassinate Donald Trump. FBI documents report a Wisconsin teen allegedly killed parents in an extremist plot to assassinate Donald Trump. Teen in Wisconsin allegedly murdered his parents in order to obtain the financial means to assassinate President Trump and overthrow the U.S. government. Hell of a plot. Nikita Casap, age 17, arrested in March, charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of hiding a corpse, according to Waukesha County authorities. Other charges include theft of property over $10,000 and misappropriating ID to obtain money. ABC News with the details. Now, court documents show investigators are pursuing federal charges, including conspiracy, presidential assassination, and use of weapons of mass destruction. Now, the alleged murders: the teen's stepfather, Donald Meyer, 51, mother, Tatiana Casap, 35, both found dead inside their home by the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department on March 1st. His white supremacy ties. How does a teenager get involved in this? You see? Sheriff's Department issued a search warrant, say they found material on the teen's phone related to the Order of Nine Angles, which is a network of individuals holding neo-Nazi, racially motivated extremist views. That's according to investigators. FBI reviewed documents allegedly written by the teen, which calls for the assassination of Trump and the start of a revolution to, quote, save the white race, according to federal court documents. The alleged writing shows images of Adolf Hitler with the following text: Hail Hitler, the white race, hail victory. It's according to the court documents. He was in touch with other parties about his plan to kill the president, overthrow the government of the United States, and he paid for, at least in part, a drone and explosives to be used as a weapon of mass destruction to commit an attack, according to investigators in the federal affidavit. Other parties with whom in contact appear to have been aware of his plan and action and to have provided assistance to Casap in carrying them out. Casap was in court April 9th for a preliminary hearing on his state charges. He has not yet offered a plea, remains in custody. His next court appearance is for an arraignment on May 7th. I mean, this is horrific. You're 17, you're harboring hatred, you want to overthrow the government, and here we go with this protect the white race thing. Who put that in his head? Where did he get all that from? It's kind of what Maz was talking about with the last one. And by the way, I understand he wanted to assassinate, according to the affidavit, what investigators say, the president of the United States, who is Donald Trump. But all these cuts and things like that, you're not really going to catch these people in time. There's going to come a time as you get rid of generals and intelligence people and experts at this and that, where it's going to become more likely that people who are unwell or hell-bent on doing a dirty deed are going to be able to do it. And I'm not saying that's the point of this story, but nothing good is going on right now is how it feels. Maz?
Yeah, you're right. Once again, we need all hands on deck, and they're throwing all the hands off deck. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And you know, this young man obviously has mental health issues as well, and just the thoughts of grandeur that he had, that somehow he was going to kill his parents, and after that be able to go and take that money to go kill the president and then overthrow the government. I mean, that's a long way to go from his original crime that he committed, which was to kill his parents. So clearly he's got mental health issues. Clearly we're back to where we were with like the previous story, which is this kid needed help. This kid needed someone to realize that he was suffering this way. But that did not come his way, but rather what came his way were ideologies of hatred. This reminds me of when some young people were being recruited by ISIS and other terrorist organizations that were doing things and recruiting kids and telling them, come be with us. Similarly online, this guy's reading this ideology, this Nazi ideology. And ironically, I mean, just to show you how convoluted it all is, Donald Trump has actually expressed sympathy for far right, Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, and he freed them. He freed them from prison. So if this kid had any logic in his head, he would say, oh, we actually have the right president in power for us to bring back white power, right? But clearly that was not going on. And it's just tragic all around. And once again, people will sit back and complain and say, throw him, put him in whatever prison for the rest of his life or death penalty, whatever they say. They get angry. They say, let's get him, let's put him away. But you're not coming back and presenting us with any solutions that will stop future situations like this from happening. We need programs to help young people. We need some better monitoring of our online social media channels. These social media companies are getting away with murder because they're letting. I've posted stuff on my social media page where I do a joke about, some political joke, and they'll say, oh, this goes against our policies. Meanwhile, if this guy's getting recruited by Nazis and somehow that's not going against their policies, what in the world is going on?
It's crazy. And guess what? You're not going to be able to ignore it away. You're right about that. And the other part is you radicalize somebody, you don't get to control who they weaponize against all the time. You're unleashing these people out there. Gonna come back to you. I'm scared. Somebody texted me a threat not long ago, and I just kind of ignored it. I probably should have called the police. They texted me and called me some names for the things I say on TYT, and then posted my address and said, if you keep it up. And they had my address. These are scary times. And we're there. We're not getting there. We're there.
Indisputable is still the fastest growing news show in America compared to CNN, Fox News, and 30 other networks. We tell the truth on Indisputable because the truth is indisputable. We go places that other news media outlets refuse to go. When there were human rights abuses happening at the Victorville prison, guards and members of the community contacted us.
You, through your investigative reporting, unearthed very troubling allegations about specific forms of abuse and discrimination in the federal prison system.
It really doesn't take much to be a trusted voice. All it takes is to be fearless, report on matters, be an advocate. I called it the bullpen intentionally because it's a place of preparation. We present individuals who may have an opposing view, so we debate. Sometimes we interview individuals because their stories deserve to be heard. A survivor of significant police misconduct and his attorney. We covered this story earlier and to remind you of the horror of one man being shot at damn near 100 times by the police. We take time on this show to showcase the temper tantrums of Karens in the wild. We do this not because we want to see people's emotional outbursts in public, but because these incidents are emblematic of a bigger societal issue taking place across the nation, and it has to be checked.
My friend, my big homie, attorney at law, Benjamin Crump.
I just want to thank you, man. When educated, articulate brothers like yourself speak truth to power, it makes a great difference in changing the landscape in America.
Listen, no matter what you do, don't allow the politics of ideology to evaporate the soul that still exists inside of you. They don't stop, I don't stop. Racism won't stop, I won't stop. Systemic bias won't stop, I won't stop. People still need health care, so I won't stop. People still need criminal justice systems reformed, so I won't stop. You won't stop either.